Hello, Wakefield Warriors. As we begin planning for the 2023 and 2024 school year, the following slides will help guide you through academic planning, graduation requirements, and the course request process through Naviance. Feel free to pause and rewind the video as needed and use this as a reference as you go through this process. Some of the things that we will review in this presentation is how to access the Wakefield Counseling Canvas page. We'll review the core content sequence chart, the course request form, the course selection process and timeline, as well as accessing Naviance and updating some important information. To access the Wakefield Counseling Canvas page, log into Canvas. Make sure you accept the invite to the Wakefield High School Counseling course if you haven't already. Go to the Wakefield High School Counseling homepage, then click on the Academic Planning and Course Scheduling 23 and 24 green box. Please let your counselor know if you need to be enrolled in this Canvas course. Okay, let's talk about the course selection process and the timeline. So beginning the week of January 23rd, counselors begin meeting with students individually. Use this time to speak with your teachers about the recommendations, draft your 7 courses and 3 alternates in your Naviance course planner as a draft. Do not submit for approval until you meet with your counselor. Then January 31st through February 28th, counselors will present to the 9th graders in English classes, and we will continue to meet one-on-one with all students to review course selection and academic plan. Students will make selections on the paper copy of the course request form, and you will enter your course request in the Naviance course planner. By February 28th, students will need to submit their course planner in Naviance or email changes to their counselor for a submitted plan. No matter when you meet with your counselor, all students will have the same opportunity to choose their courses. Later, we do try to honor student course selections. However, sometimes courses do not receive enough requests and so are not ultimately offered. Make choices based on your individual strengths and your interest, not based on what your friends are taking or what others have said about a course or a teacher. Make sure you consider other activities that will require time, like your sports, clubs, work, theater, band. Challenge yourself within reason. Challenges will be different for each student. If you're interested in taking an intensified, a dual enrollment, or an advanced placement course, you should expect anywhere from 45 minutes to maybe an hour and a half of homework every day. Make sure you use the core content sequence chart as a guide. In general, these are the English classes that students take from 9th through 12th grade. Below that, you have the social studies sequence. So for example, if you're in 10th grade, you're in English 10, next year you will have to take English 11. Talking with your counselor and reviewing teacher recommendations, will select either regular English 11, maybe the intensified, dual enrollment, or advanced placement. For social studies, if you are in 11th grade, for example, you should be taking U.S. Virginia history right now. That means next year in 12th grade, you'll have to take government, and you can choose between taking regular or the AP level. Take a minute to look through the different options for math sequence. All math courses require a teacher recommendation. Please check with your math teacher about your placement. Students must have a C or better to move on to the next level of math. Here you have and have a teacher recommendation to take an intensified, dual enrollment, or advanced placement science class. Students can refer to the course request form to see all courses offered at Wakefield. For information on electives, please attend the electives fair during all lunches. Thursday, January 19th in Town Hall. We will have some representatives from the Career Center at the Electives Fair, so it's a great opportunity to learn more about these classes. You will be making your course selections using the course request form and the course planner in Naviance. For English, math, science, history, and world language courses, counselors rely on your grades, your input and commitment to the course, teachers' recommendations, and parent input. Please review course selections with your parents and guardians, email your counselor. Any comments, questions, or changes no later than February 28th. Okay, so in order to access your Naviance account, which is where you're going to select your courses, you can log in through your My Access site, which is your APS portal, or you can go to the Wakefield High School website, and on the left side of the page, under Quick Links, you'll see the My Access at APS link. That's another way to get to your portal. From there, you'll enter your username and password to get into your My Access portal, and then click the Naviance icon. Once you've clicked the Naviance icon, click the student backpack, which you see here in step 3. And when you get to step 4, click continue with single sign-on. You may see a page that prompts you to enter your school name. If that's the 06, and you'll see Wakefield pop up as an option. Right, we want to make sure that you have updated your personal email in Naviance. In order to make sure that your personal email is in Naviance, from your home page, go to the top right corner where it says About Me. And once there's a drop-down list on the left side of that drop-down, you'll see a link that says My Account. Once you click My Account, it'll take you to a page. On the right-hand side, there's a box with your contact information. You're able to edit your email address if you need to, and then make sure to save any changes. Okay, so course planner. This is where you're selecting all your courses for next year. Go back to your home page, and at the top, you'll see a tab that says Courses. Once you click the Courses tab, look at the drop-down. The third option is Manage Course Plans. So click Manage Course Plans. Then you'll see a pink plus button on the right-hand side of the page, and this will help you to create a new academic plan. You will be able to create as many academic plans as you want, but only one will be submitted for approval. You want to make sure that for whichever plan you decide to submit, you select the Make This My Current Plan button on that page. So next, you'll find your high school, which is Wakefield High School, and you'll be able to select which type of graduation plan. Don't worry about the diploma type section. Students will speak individually with their counselors about which diploma type is best for you, but it's always easier to just click the Advanced Studies diploma, and then we can change it after that. Next, you will be able to either create a new plan, or you'll see an option to copy courses from an existing plan. So if you're new to Wakefield, click Create a New Plan. And if you were at Wakefield last year, click Copy Courses from Existing Plan. This next step, you can skip. You're selecting your career cluster and just move on to the next step for today's purposes. All right, so once you've done that, you will then see your course planner, and we want you to begin adding courses to your schedule for next year. So if you are in the 10th grade, you'll be adding classes to your 11th grade column. In order to add classes to your plan, select the Add Courses button, which is in the same box as the subject area. On this slide, you can see that we are in the English box, and there is an Add Courses button where this yellow arrow is pointing to. So you'll click that in order to find the English class for next year. Here you can scroll through the course options to make selections by grade level. And once completed, once you found that English class you're taking next year, scroll to the bottom of the page and make sure you click Add Courses to your plan. Then you'll go back to your course planner and repeat those steps for each of the subject areas until you've completed your academic plan. Remember that you may not have every row filled out if you aren't taking a class that completes that category. What you want to do is just make sure that you review your plan and keep track of the number of credits you've selected so that you have 7 credits for next year. You may see an alert appear if certain requirements are not met. Don't panic. You'll be able to meet with your counselor about this and check through your credit check for graduation. On your course planner, the courses that are highlighted in green are courses that you've already earned credit for that you've completed. The yellow courses will show for the current year you're in, and if you see a course highlighted in red, that means that you may not have earned credit for it, but your counselor can check with you as there are sometimes some glitches in Naviance, and it may show that you haven't completed a course when in reality you have. So we go off your transcript for your official graduation credit check. Okay, so we've gone through the steps of how to add classes to your Naviance course planner, but maybe you could use to watch this video, or you could watch another video that takes you through this process. If you'd like to check that out, go to the Naviance course planner tutorial video, which is on the Wakefield High School counseling course. From that page, you'll select the academic planning and course selection button, which we showed you at the start of this presentation. Then click Naviance login info and course planning directions, as you see here on the left side of the screen. Once you've clicked that button, you'll see what it shows on the right side of this page. Click Naviance course planner video. Okay, so in looking at course selections, you may be wondering, what are colleges looking for, or what are important aspects that I should be looking into when picking my courses? So colleges may be looking at how strong your schedule is, and in order to show strength of schedule, you may challenge yourself. Remember that everybody's challenge looks different for everybody. For some students, that may be taking an intensified class, dual enrollment, or advanced placement. For some students, that may be taking a course at the Career Center that's technical and hands-on, and there are also dual enrollment classes at the Career Center. So other points to think about are you preparing yourself for college level work or preparing yourself for the work that you plan to do after high school if that's not a typical traditional four-year college? Remember that higher level classes can also give you an additional quality point to your GPA, but that is not a reason that you should take an advanced placement class or a dual enrollment class. So we want to make sure that you're making the best choices for you. One more aspect to think about is your consistency and progression in your grades. So have you maintained good grades throughout your 4 years at high school? Or if not, have you made some progress? Have you shown improvement from 9th through 12th grade? Okay, so some final reminders. As you're going through your Naviance course planner and checking out the course sequence chart, you need to select a total of 7 credits or 7 classes and try to think of 3 alternate classes just in case there's some electives that we can't fit in your schedule. And the alternate classes are you going to choose, you're going to put those at the bottom of your Naviance course planner page. Make sure you talk to your teachers about your courses, so your English, science, history, and math recommendations. Counselors will default to the recommendations provided by your teachers. Please build your course plan as a draft. Do not submit for approval. Wait to be called down by your counselor for your one-on-one meeting. Your course plan will then be finalized when you meet with your counselor. So as a reminder, we'll be meeting with you all over the next several weeks. So the more you can do ahead of time to go in to read about courses, talk with your teachers, talk with your parents or guardians. That way, when it's time for you to come down to meet one-on-one with your counselor, you'll have done some research, you'll have questions ready, and we can finalize your courses together. We look forward to meeting with you soon.